If you want to make miniature trees your own, this video is exactly what you need. Hello, and welcome back to Arvania Constructions. If you watched this previous video, you may have been looking forward to this one. And today I'm going to show you how I created these adorable little trees using only a few basic supplies. This video shows two variants, one using cheaper materials and the other using slightly more expensive materials. I will guide you through my way of making deciduous trees. Step 1. Know what you want to do. I think you already do, but for the next step, scale is important. So, know what scale you are working with and how big your trees should be in the end. Step 2. Get your materials. Go for a walk, look for dead trees. Don't ever pick a stick from a living tree. Don't do that. Here we have a fine variety of small sticks. Look at these beautiful sticks. And a seafoam tree, which I will snip tiny branches off of. Step 3. Adding branches to your stick. I then glue on these tiny branches onto one of the sticks. Using a mixture of superglue and baking powder serves as a strong bond for the parts to be attached to the tree. As you can see, I've used these already existing branches, but you can also add these directly onto the stem. See, that works fine. The base for the next tree is a dried off part of this poinsettia. And after adding the tiny branches to this tree as well, I blended everything together. I used some wood filler mixed with acrylic color and a drop of water to blend the glued on parts with the stem. This creates the ideal paste to apply to the parts to be blended. Using this super great tool, which I use for many things, I apply the paste. The painting is done either with a brush, overspraying with an airbrush or a spray can, although spraying is a better option. Next up, we are going to need some flour. Or you can also use these flour sponges if you don't have flour. These things are usually very cheap, especially compared to expensive miniature craft items like flock. That will look a bit different because it's way finer, but that's totally fine. I simply press these foam sponges together until they become very fine flakes, similar to powder. Next, there are two methods for making the flock adhere to the tree. The first one will be using spray adhesive or hairspray. Both work well, but the spray adhesive left my hand and table pretty sticky. So I would recommend using it outside, or straight up use hairspray in the first place. The next method is using diluted PVA glue. Applied with a brush, this also works pretty well. One advantage of this method is that you can easily see where the glue has been applied and where the vlog will end up. I highly recommend using diluted PVA glue over spray adhesives, whether it's hairspray or spray glue, as it gives you more control over the placement. It also indicates where you already put the glue, unlike the invisible spray adhesives. This level of precision helps prevent unwanted areas like the trunk from becoming covered in leaves. You don't want a leafy tree trunk, you know? But once you have the base layer, you can use hairspray for the second layer of foliage. If you use the brush again, you may remove parts of the leaves because they get stuck to it. After these layers have been applied, I apply a lighter vlog to the tips of the trees. You can see that there's a slight color difference, but that will add some nice details to the canopy. Lastly, I paint on a dark brown wash to finish it off. Here you can see my final trees. If, in any case, you missed the main video, you can watch it right after this one. If you want to make miniature trees your own, this video is exactly what you need. If I missed anything, let me know. With that being said, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys again in the next video. Alright, until then, see you soon!